From Hargeisa, Somaliland, this is CBA. Welcome to the head of the hour news brief with me, Abdillahi Hassan. Somaliland Ministry of Agriculture has warned citizens from forecasted heavy rains in all regions of the country. This comes when most of Somaliland regions have been experiencing continuous rains in the last 3 months. Somaliland Ministry of Agriculture produced a meteorological report warning the people from possible torrential rains in the coming days, starting from 9th October to 16 October 2019. The report says that there will be heavy rains in all Somaliland regions, especially throughout the eastern regions of Togdheer, Sol and Sanaag. The expected rains are measuring between 50 mm to 100 mm, which the ministry said they can cause flooding in cities, waterways and valleys, especially the hot plains, according to a government forecast map. Current rains in July to September 2019 has been a lot more than in the recent years. Highest rainfall data collected from the regional and district meteorological stations include Amud, which was 376 mm, Botor for 344 mm, Wachala 340 mm, and Hargeisa 245.5 mm. In eastern regions on September 2019, heavy rains included Belidig with 135 mm and Las Dawo, which was 74 mm. The ministry recommended citizens to take necessary precautions and stay away from water courses. This year, Somaliland provinces received unprecedented rains, estimated to be the highest rainfall since 1997. Somalia President Abdillahi Hassan arrived at the Ethiopian capital Addis Ababa. He was accorded a warm welcome by the Prime Minister of Ethiopia Abiy Ahmed at Bole International Airport. The President of Somalia is among other eager leaders attending the inauguration of Unity Park in the Ethiopian capital on Thursday afternoon. Prime Minister Abdullah Hamdok of Sudan, President Salva Kiir of South Sudan, President Uhuru Kenyatta of Kenya, and the Ugandan leader Yoweri Museveni will also attend the ceremony. While in Addis Ababa, the leaders are also expected to hold bilateral meetings on the sidelines aimed at boosting the regional cooperation among the East African states. Built some 130 years ago during Emperor Menelik's reign, the Unity Park lies on a 40-hectare plot which accommodates a zoo, pavilions, and showcases cultural and historical assets of Ethiopia, traditional garden residences, halls and chapels. Somalia joined the global postal community in observing the World Post Day occasion as the country celebrated 60 years of being a member of the Universal Postal Union. Somalia has vowed to renovate its postal services, which collapsed decades ago. Speaking at the ceremony held in Mogadishu to mark World Post Day, Abdillahi Hassan, Somalia Minister for Post, Telecommunication and Technology, said the country will soon be able to establish sending and receiving international mail systems. The minister on Wednesday confirmed that the mail operations will begin before the end of 2019, terming the move a major milestone to resume one of the ministry's pillars. He said the ministry is working to make sure the postal service regains its lost glory and become the preferred system for logistics, e-government and payment services providers in Somalia. Last month, Minister Abdillahi Hassan officially requested Turkish Post to help in the reconstruction of the country's postal service that was completely destroyed during the long civil strife. The move now allows UP's 192 member countries to resume sending mail to Somalia once arrangements are finalized. A cargo plane was forced to land on Peli after its landing gear failed at Adan Abdullah Airport in Mogadishu on Wednesday. The Antonov 74 cargo plane has come from Dinso in southwest state of Somalia. In a 1-minute video captured by one of the witnesses, the plane is seen struggling to land, causing panic and anxiety within the busy airport vicinity. No injuries have resulted from the incident, and operation is resumed shortly afterward. The Somali Civil Aviation Authority has not commented so far on the incident. A report by the Auditor General of Somalia has revealed that about $20 million in donor aid cannot be accounted for, since it was not deposited at the Treasury single account at the central bank as dictated by the law. The report released by the Auditor General Muhammad Ali says out of $38.2 million grantees from the European Union, Saudi Arabia and the United Nations Office of Project Support, only $19.8 million were deposited at the TSA in the central bank. The remaining amount is either held in offshore accounts or other accounts outside the central bank. Out of $17,004,816 disbursed by the European Union to the federal government in 2018 financial year, $3.8 million was not captured as have been deposited at the TSA. Out of the $20 million donated by Saudi Arabia in 2018, only $6,070,868 was disclosed in the annual financial statements, whilst the balance of $13,929,132 was in an offshore bank account, which is not part of the Treasury single account. The Auditor General's report also questions the manner in which revenues by various government departments and agencies are accounted for. The report raises the red flag on $1.4 million which was collected and used at source without any reporting. Contrary to the financial and accounting procedure, among the institutions mentioned are the Criminal Investigation Department, Somali Civil Aviation Meteorology Agency, Collected, and Somali National University. The report indicates that all departments, ministries, parliament, and offices of the Prime Minister and President did not submit their annual financial accounts for auditing. The Office of the Accountant General, which is tasked with preparing financial records of all public institutions for auditing, also failed to submit its accounts for auditing. That's our news brief for this time. Stay tuned for the full news bulletin with Wangui Googie later tonight.